some easy licks and techniques that you can really easily incorporate into your own playing. So I'm going to be using a jam track. We're in the key of B minor, and the chords in the track is just a B minor 7th to an E major chord. And we'll build licks from the minor pentatonic scale, and we'll add a few things, but basically we'll use this scale shape here off of the low E string root at the 7th fret B, and that scale. And we're going to add one note to that, which is our C sharp, and that is our 9th, and that makes it a hexatonic scale. And also for this jam track, you could also use what works great is B Dorian. This little triplet pull-off thing, right? You can do it as little or as much as you want. And all I'm doing is I'm barring the high E and B string, my first finger at the 7th fret, and I'm hitting the B string with an upstroke, and then I'm coming downstroke, pull off. I'm pulling off the 10th fret to the 7th fret on the high E, but I'm leaving that first finger down. Because in between, I get that B string note at that 7th fret. So it sounds like this, slow. And then once you get that down, you can start speeding it up. And it has that real triplet feel. Trip-a-la, 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 trip-a-la. Right? The other thing you could do with that is you could add in other notes too. You could add in like the 9th. And you could add in, like if you could reach with your pinky at the 12th fret, add that E note so you get stuff like this. And each time, I'm pulling off to that first finger. And you could make up all kinds of licks. Go to a lick like this. Bending that 9th. I'm bending the 9th fret half a step. You're just bending that up to the D note, C sharp to D. And then I let it down so you hear it up, and then you hear me pull it down. And then I go to the 7th fret high E, then 10th fret B, 7th fret B, 10th fret B. And then he does that double bend really fast. So that's you pick the note, bend it up a whole step, let it down, bend it up a whole step again, and vibrato it. Right, so that lick's slow. And if you want to put a tag on that ending, right in this, minor pentatonic like this other one on the G string, you're going to take that 9th fret, whole step bend, but you do that double bend again. And then I let it down, I pull it down, so double bend, this time pull it down to sound 7th fret on the G string. And then the root note, our B note on the 9th fret D, so slow. So you could do all kinds of stuff with that. And you could throw those in licks one at a time. Like I said, you could add other notes to them. You could connect them together or play them separately. And just remember, lots of feeling, lots of space, really feel those bends. And this time we're going to add to our minor pentatonic scale this little expanded box position. What you're going to do is whole step bend on the G string, 9th fret, and then with your first finger bar it flat and play that B string, high E string at the 7th fret, right? And that right from the Chuck Berry school of thought there, right? Or the Jimmy Page, right? You hear that lick so much in his soloing, but basically. So then what you got to do is after those 3 notes with my 2nd finger, or you can use your 3rd finger, you're going to slide up to the B note, 12th fret on the B string. And then we're going to play the 10th fret high E, that's that flat 3rd, and we're going to bend that D note. Just bend it with a little hook on it. It's just a micro bend, like quarter step, even less, but just, and then you kill it. Yeah, very B.B. King, right? So slow so far. Notice vibrato on the B. Then what I'm going to do, a quick double bend on the 12th fret. You're bending up that E to the F sharp, right? So bend it up, let it down, bend it up again, and then let it down. And then we go back to that little micro bend with the first finger, 10th fret. And then you got the B string on the root note again with vibrato. Here's that lick slow. Now when I'm bending up that note, bend, release, bend up again. And then I hit the note again and then release it. You can even go back to that quarter step bend again. Or you can do it with a little less bend. But right in there is so much good stuff. You could vary it. And that's pretty much, you know, the meat and potatoes of must-know blues licks right in this little expanded box. Wide bends, bend it up, you know, like a whole step, then take it another whole step from there or another half step from there. A good place to do that is on this B note, right? Where we could bend it up a whole step and then add another half step on top of that, so we're actually bending that B all the way up to the D. So you want to get that step and a half. These big loopy bends. So bend it up, the first bend, up a whole step, let it down. And really milk that bend as you're bending it up to that D note. Now we'll borrow a note from the Dorian scale here. And we'll play this double stop. And it works great because Dorian works so nice over this track. Basically what we're going to do with our third finger is you're going to play the 9th fret on the B and the G string. But then put your first finger down, 7th fret, B and G string. And you get that. Now you could also vibrato those or bend them. Your root note at the 9th fret on the D string, right? Right there. Play the one on the 9th fret, that double stop, but then roll third finger up and catch the D string on the 9th fret. Then go to the 7th. Right? So you could just kind of create a well of licks with that double stop, that one, the root note. Use that finger roll and get all this goodness attached to some of the other licks. Thanks so much for checking out this video, and thank you so much for your support over the years. So appreciated. Stay tuned. Lots more to come. Rock on. I'll see you in the next lesson.